Today, the Lancet has published the change of PCOS to PMOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, to polyendocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome. And this change is not like any company refreshing its logo or updating its brand. This is science finally correcting a name that never fit that condition, the medical condition. For decades, the polycystic ovary syndrome made everyone look at the ovary, stare at the ovary, when the ovary actually was never the issue. It was a wrong label on the wrong box. Say, when companies change their names, it's mainly for marketing, for the brand. But actually, this is a Lancet which has published a global consensus. It's something very important. It shows that the medicine is catching up with the reality. This rename comes from a long multi-step international survey, and that survey was not just a small study. It was huge, involving multiple endocrinologists from multiple countries, metabolic specialists, gynecologists, researchers, and thousands of women who were suffering from this condition. So this is the strongest validation we have ever had for this condition, now being called as polyendocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome instead of PCOS. Actually, a PCO is the appearance of the ovary on ultrasound. It is not actually that condition. So for many years, there were two different things: polycystic appearance in the ovary and then the PCOS syndrome. And there was a lot of confusion between these two. Women who had the syndrome were dismissed because they had normal ovaries. But women who had just a PCO on ultrasound were told they had the syndrome. So the name didn't just confuse the doctors, it confused women, families, and even healthcare systems. Now the new name, the polyendocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome, finally reflects the truth. This is an endocrine condition, it is a metabolic condition, and it affects the insulin, androgens, and long-term cardiometabolic health. It is a syndrome that actually has an impact over the long-term health, not just the ovaries, not just cysts, not just the periods, and not just infertility. It is a whole body condition and has an impact over the overall health. Please watch the video PCO versus ovarian cyst versus PCOS, now termed as PMOS. I have put a video about the differences and have a look at it. Stay tuned for evidence-based medical information in women's health.